Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what I'm doing. Today we're gonna watch FaZe versus New York from Sunday. This is a game 5. I think FaZe big focus for them is probably gonna be search. New York is always really giving them trouble in control and search, but obviously going 0-4 on Championship Sunday. That's gonna be their focus for New York. Most recently, and if you can't beat them, well, I think you're just still trying to get better in all facets.
Like the way Nameless phrased it, they need that breakthrough series. You need to be able to prove.
Hydra's been in like some unreal form, so we'll see if he keeps that up.
Shooting their bodies while they're dominating with the feet as well. So you got your work cut out for them. We'll see if New York have leveled up their game.
Now, the little nasty streak that FaZe have just seems to be dealing issues for New York Subliners on occasions. We heading towards Vista. A couple of decent kills off the rip with Subliners and some time on board of it as well.
Subliners have like, I didn't see the videos. We'll do the videos after map 1, but I should probably do those before, but then it shows the score. But I guess we're doing this in a VOD review, so we already know the score, huh? That's okay. So they've been playing a lot of Vista.
So he's been feasting. However, Hydra occasionally just ascends to God form. You see, he went on a nice little multi-kill tear there, 4-0 star form, and obviously dominating the feed. Helps you get a little bit of P.
I could do cooler intros. Who wants to do cool intros?
But as far as containing draws it goes, so far so good. That rotation though, Atlanta FaZe singing sweet. They're gonna be able to get.
All right, really good P1 there for New York on rotation. Hydra's trying to take a route. It looks like Sim's trying to find them.
Seeing a little jostle going on the top left of the map there as well in terms of that rotation.
And this kind of messes with the setup there. So Hydra ends up, let's go back and watch this. This is just a chase. So it's good first kills. Hill's about to pop. So I think right here, I should probably get my pen. Right here, there's a chase that happens. BZ tries to get moved forward. The problem is both of your ARs, nobody's in the hill. So as soon as the BZ goes down here, nobody's playing the hill. And then they're really worried about Hydra. I don't know if maybe he doesn't see him. Because it looks like he was up top and Hydra was going low. Unless he heard him, then it's a guessing game. Is he going to come up the stairs? Is he going to go out the back, come up these? That's what's so difficult about this area of the map near that P3. So then you're forcing Celium to play the hill. But you can see Simp, right? Because Simp, that's the way he kind of plays. This sort of lurk playstyle similar to Hydra. Lurking Slayer, just annoying as can be. But as soon as he gets that kill, everything kind of collapses. Draza dies. They don't have really good pressure on the hill, and now they're stuck in this corner. So nice break by New York. Yo, 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 what's up, YouTube? It's your 55-year-old dad.
Absolutely they can. Maybe a bit of a one-dimensional push from FaZe does not work out. No, not at all. I mean, Silent gonna get traded as well. So this was a hill that Atlanta FaZe rotated to first. Did not win any of the entry gunfights, and I appreciate the Bulldog showing up in the feed as well. Nice little 3-spear for him. He has been alive.
So good timing.
And just found the route to get behind enemy.
Yeah, I'd probably love to get that kill, but he's going to spawn. So yep, nice play.
Able to do it. There you go. Boom. Sky spawns up right next to him. So New York Subliners staying way ahead of this game.
Easy gets the opener. That player should spawn out. Does so 3v2 for FaZe, 3v1 for FaZe. So nice kills. Now it's just Hydra. How much time can he buy? Still just trying to buy time, but quick trades. And now you're a little bit staggered here. So you're pretty much 4 dead. You gotta slow things down, but nice break by FaZe.
20 seconds remaining here over towards P3. It was a long, arduous fight towards the backside as we will be heading over towards P3 in a second. The control came in eventually. Just bullied their way through as they so often do. So now set up. The pressure starting to come in here from Subliners. Starting to pick them apart from the outside. A couple of kills fall in their way. The route from Kismet is just going to break them wide open as well. You would like to think Hydra finds another lovely break from Subliners.
Good start for the subs.
They didn't need it to. Again, they got the sort of early hold, early rotation, did a lot of the small things right. And as he pointed out, Atlanta FaZe just bullied them. And, well, breaking one hill is a good thing, but looks like New York Subliners might have to break two. Simp roaming on the pinch. Just
almost hits that slide. Still have close spawns for FaZe.
Nice and secure as the new hill pops. They're going to be down by about 65 seconds, but with the setup they have for the moment, might be able to run the score up. A Hydra.
Oh, Sim tried getting that trade.
Up with 2. The reads are on point. Hail Hydra indeed. 13-6 start. It is running a rampage. Even goes to get killed.
Yeah, that's tough. So you're going to see right here, right as this hill pops. So Simp dies. He's going to spawn near this area. And maybe thinks he has a free flank. He's probably thinking they're spawning here. Maybe he doesn't expect 5 in Hydra. Or maybe Hydra flies on through. Maybe he doesn't expect a second.
Atlanta FaZe nice and secure.
So it's 6. So yeah, I don't think Sky should spawn on a teammate there. He should probably spawn here. But this game sometimes he spawns on him. So you're gonna see Simp get spotted. Then he tries to wrap this. And then even 7 is close. So I think what Simp is thinking is that everybody's sort of through, but doesn't expect number 7 here. Yeah, so then it's a go. Abizi tries to do what he can, but they know they have a 2-on-1 on the hill. Just knowing numbers.
Quite literally, Mr. Do-It-All.
It was a crazy spawn. It was. It's a weird one. You don't often see stuff like that on Vista. Alright, FaZe are probably just thinking, let's just try to get them off the hill, contest a bit. Now we're going to rotate, but Sib's out already.
Trying to get something going, not going to happen. And look at this rotation again. Big fight going to go on over towards the back bridge side.
Actually, it's really good timing past Simp already.
Going up against this Subliners, the first one to drop. They know exactly where Simp is. Wonderful rotation again from Subliners.
Yeah, both players winning at once, and Sib, nice snap as well. Give him the extra.
Play by Sib. At least just you get P1 control off of this, which is really important to at least contest and put shots on.
Well, not going for the contest just yet. Wants to get the guy off in time. Well, here's the contest rolling through, and you see his team.
Hydra's in really strong form right now.
Players' bodies drop around them. Skies and Hydra going on a simultaneous tear to get the break. Right now, the York Subliners playing this map incredibly well.
Fish on the cruise. All right, big moment of the game. Normally, when comebacks start to happen, it's this second P1. Nice kills by Kismet and Sib to give them control, at least of that balcony. Give them pressure. Problem is, this Kiz is alone. Hydra and Sib spawn really far out. You can see the way FaZe are trying to play it. FaZe they're trying to go through P1, control top middle here.
Not at all. And again, with a 70-point lead, York Subliners, this is the opportunity just to run it up. So we're gonna jump in for a listening and see if they can keep this vibe flowing.
I needed one. Yo, pitching. Yo, no break.
Huge plays by Simp. What is this, FaZe team together? Well, Simp, Cell, and Abizi have been together since MW19. Abizi and Simp have been together since Black Ops 4. But the trio's been together for, what are we, 5 or 6 years now? Alright, you're using the cruise, 20 seconds left. I don't hate it because if you get P1 control, normally you chain that into a P2. But does not work into a break. Instead, it's 2 dead. Let me see that again. Just like when they kind of call this out. When is it? When are we using this? Oh, well, that's the problem. He literally said, you hear it. He says, stay alive. And then this happens. Get a team kill into Cell getting 1. So this streak, I feel like we hear this a lot. I don't know what it is with teams right now. We go right into a listen, someone calls in a cruise, and someone's like, yo, stay alive, and then they don't. It literally just, and it's tough because when you call in the cruise, you gotta pull out your iPad, call your mom, and figure out the password again, and then you call it in. And it is probably like a good 5 to 7 seconds where you really just can't do anything, and people get caught.
Real one left. Great.
But it happens very often.
Play together. Play together. I'm playing towards new. I'll give you a little burger playing for me. Yeah, I heard. On time, drive to me.
Alright. Yeah, 5 Hydra going on a big pinch. Top mid control was by FaZe, and now they're in trouble here. So Sib and Hydra get top mid. Abizi try to move forward. This might be a cell play, isn't it? Yeah, that's just a cell play. So, I mean, if you go back to this, you kind of have this 2-on-3. You see these 2 players. Abizi's just trying to play here. He's just sort of trying to make an individual play. You're just trying to buy time for 1 and 4 right now. I think 3 and Simp's trying to get 1. You pretty much know you're dead if you're Simp. But Celium makes a great play. I mean, you're a little bit weak. So Cell hits a nade. Then wins another gunfight onto the player up top on Skies. Hydra's worried about middle control, so this is a one-on-one, and it looks like a nade from over the top off spawn is going to hit this player and Kiz. Seems like he gets hit by a nade. Yeah, he gets hit by a nade, so then it's just sell go. So really nice team nades. And a BZ follows that up, so it's a double nade. That's for the trophy change.
We triple mid. Come on. Laying down close to middle. Close grill. Nice. Last count time. Other guys on spawn.
Good 15, but yeah, FaZe kind of did what we talked about. Control P1 and P2. Now they're only down 20.
I got killed. Simp slow art, and a BZ missing a BZ. Might do the gate hop. Heard you. It looked like he was going towards it.
Simp died. Sib's playing for a wide pinch off spawn. Or sorry, off the old hill. Ooh.
New York Subliners still have the lead when Atlanta FaZe very much closing the gap.
Okay, nice play.
Ever save, it's never done. Let's go for a listen.
Wow, so Sib wraps. This is a crazy play. So Sib's getting this old time here. He wraps this to control middle. He catches draws, and then he flies all the way through to get Celium. It's a really nice rob by Sib. I mean, he's out of the hill fight for 10 seconds. Because if he dies, maybe Cell buys enough time for his teammate, but it's a long route.
I'm waiting for you guys. You guys make a play back hard. He's not down. I think he's right side. Nice. I think he's right side.
Listen, D-back.
A little staggered here if you're FaZe.
He's trying me lower. Yep. How many left, Zach? Come on. Take your time. He's a top bird. Nice. Hydra was out somewhere too.
Good play by a beast. He just stops, slow down, and he wins a 1. It's a tough gunfight. You know, aim assist, but his teammates won the mid fight.
I'm top with Skywood. I spun 15 minutes, I think. Spawning in the back.
Back kids.
P1.
Let's go deep secret.
P1, 10. I spawned out. One shot. Back to mid.
Hydra again just reads that.
This guy's terrible.
All right, so you heard right there. Abizi doesn't like to play. This is kind of just prime Hydra. The guy plays for his kill. Like, he's very good at this. This is just what he does. But he's going to spawn up. You have hill control. He's going to spawn up, get this player. Then he knows I think it's Abizi. Spawns front side hill. And Hydra wraps back and plays for this. And really what Hydra's doing is he's giving his team a 2-on-3 in the back. So Hydra's going to get 1 kill mid. And then he gets this kill and knows, all right, my teammates. So he sees that Sky spawns up. This is just good map awareness. He sees Sky spawns up right away. And that's just the instant tell in his head of, all right, they're spawning frontside hill. And then plays for this. And as soon as he gets this kill, now there is the choice. He could do this. He could just hit this and say, all right, we have a 2-on-4. The problem is if this is messy, Abizi could like play top balcony or play top stairs and pretty much just cut them off, right? And maybe get a trade. But he plays for the front kill. Which maybe not the play Abizi would make, but it works out for the team because now they have hill control. Now, normally when a player says this guy's terrible, it's just mainly like this guy's really pissing me off. All right, I've been there. It's just this guy's annoying the out of me. Through all of this, though, the fact again, you're only down like a hill. Not out of this, but yeah, you have to do a good job there breaking that. You get Skies on rotation. Got a lot of map control. They don't maybe have the positions that they want.
ridiculous
like top middle,
series up
but
against
they
New
lose
York
P1.
Subliners.
You
Extra bullets
can
from
reinforce
Kismet,
there.
15-95, FaZe starting to flounder once again. Subliners have extended
Stuck.
that lead.
No,
Well,
I
got a
didn't.
little bit slim chance, but it's back in working order right now.
Hey, game's not over though. Still a Vista, still a long way to go.
I think this is FaZe is a little slow top middle. I think you'd like to have this when you have your one player in here. I think you'd love to have this area, but I don't think they want to get caught, because then if you die, you lose P1 for sure. But it's a little slow on that top middle area, because that's where New York starts to go from. Who is that? Celium's worried about the mid, like full flank. You see then, oh, he did some bad timing here. 10 seconds into the hill. I don't know if anyone would take really a long route that late. It's almost at that point, if someone's going to take a long route 10 seconds into the hill, I just let them. I think the focus for Cell here should just be top middle cut. I mean, Sib gets really good timing. He'll probably pick this up a second later.
Subliners have extended that lead.
But as soon as he dies, I mean, as soon as you lose P1, normally you're just going to lose his P5.
It's back in working order.
So now his team's just going to get flooded.
Game's not over though. Still a Vista, still a long way to go.
It's a tough call. It's a tough call, Dorkin. Like I said, if someone's going to take this route 10 seconds into the hill, they still have a few more seconds before they even get to anywhere of impact. I guess they're blocking spawns. It really just depends. Personally, for me, I'd probably argue you'd want him watching top middle instead of that, but that just comes down to their game plan. And again, when we're watching this back, some things are going to look a lot worse than what they probably are. It's a split second. He was watching middle. He looks big flank. He watches middle again. Sib gets through.
Subliners get another wipe, another double kill in the feed for Sib as well. On the bridge hill, the man has been popping off, and he just gets to hold an iron. One of the best shots in the league. If he gets to post up uncontested, man's gonna fry you. Takes a stun to finally take him down, but now the Bulldog rearing up, ready to bark once.
Those are good shots by BZ. Also an insane heady.
He's trying to claw their way back in this game.
All right, they do have P1 control.
So we talked about Draza there, just not having the best of games. It seems as if he just gun Hydra in the middle of the map, gets a little bit of control.
Good first kill. Plus you have 7 going on a long play. I think you're going to get good timing. At least the calm. Yeah. 3, 4. Nice. Great play by Kiz. It's just a long route here. So the first initial kill is massive, because Kiz is going on this wrap here. So what ends up happening, you have 4 here. You'd see number 2 starting to cheat this way. If this player in the hill initially doesn't die, Abizi probably picks this up, right? And then Kismet's not able to go on this flank. But as soon as that player dies, Abizi just sprints. Like, he's like, fuck, I have to get here. So as soon as Celium dies, that changes Abizi's play. That changes his mind of, I gotta go. And that allows Kismet to pretty much execute this. Because if not, Kiz might have a really tough gunfight. Because he doesn't have hell at middle. He might have a really tough gunfight here, but you'll watch number 2 just full sprinting. He doesn't stop and aim. He's got to go. He knows he has to go. And that allows Kismet to get here.
BZ finds one, draws us that Kismet for the 2 though. The trades which way they're gonna fall. It's still with Kismet for all 4 in the end. Starts barking at the right time. 27-20 now from the Subliners, lead player in this game. Hydra locked inside of him as well. 2:30 and rising now for Subliners. FaZe, you gotta find a way through.
No, just gonna call him, man. He get the trophy out too easy. Set up on P1. Play for the spawners. Collect the time and let your teammates do their jobs. But well,
only need 8 now. Still doable for FaZe.
Well, they're still alive.
This little re-break, but 8 seconds is tough.
Even on the rotation right now, New York Subliners, the feed's getting picked apart. You got an option: rotate, hit old scrap time. Subliners can do whatever they want.
The options are there. The timing's not for skies.
Some weird spawns here. Draws it turns because Sim spawns. So this gets a little funky towards the end. I think due to number 4's position, potentially. That's my guess. As soon as number 3 spawns here, watch this one arrow. He immediately 180s, right? So they just know they've kind of flipped one out in Kismet. Watch number 1. Immediate turn.
This rotation's going to pop in 15 seconds. Subliners can very much still win it over towards P1. They go for another little stab at it. They're not going to get there. But look at the bodies that are heading over towards P2 now. Atlanta FaZe have broken 200 points. They'll be much closer than they were beforehand. But they need to win these next couple of gunfights. Big one here for Hydra to try and survive. Just bullets being flown into him for a couple of different windows. But now the push needs to start.
Bro, Kiz wastes so much time again.
Simple find one. He jumps inside the point. He's dead to rights and sub.
Kiz played this really well again off this spawn. So they get the first kill. He gets 1. Abizi's trying to get some space here. Abizi's trying to pinch these guys off spawn. Kiz picks this up, and then watch what this does to 1 and 3 here on this rotation.
The bodies that are heading over towards P2 now. Atlanta FaZe
watch what this does. So normally 3 Simp would probably try to get in this position. They need to get here though, right? They have to get to the hill. I'm pointing like you guys can see what I'm saying. They have to get to this hill. This just completely stalls Draza and Simp. Just the one kill. Just completely stalls them out.
But they need to win these next couple of gunfights. Big one here for Hydra to try and survive.
And he gets a kill. It just stalls them.
But now the push needs to start to come through. 4 seconds.
Really good map out of Kiz to end the game.
Jumps inside the point. He's dead to rights and Subliners. Map number 1 goes there.
I think this is good for them too. He's gotten a lot of criticism with his respawn. Vista definitely seems to be a strong map for him. And that's big. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So you get a Vista. So what's sub-base Rio? So it's 6 stars open. FaZe out for Vista. Where I mean, yeah, were they undefeated before this on this? Or did they lose 1? So that was they were actually undefeated. So that was their first loss. Now New York's been playing a lot of Vista, and then Karachi Hardpoint. I think Karachi Hardpoint's big. You know, one of the troubles I think for the sort of Toronto versus FaZe matchup. Not only the search, but the Karachi Hardpoint. FaZe could pretty much seem to beat everybody else on Karachi, but that Ultra matchup, even in like Major 1, I think they lost both of them. The last Major, they lost it. It's like when you see that, I think they're still trying to improve a bit to be a little bit cleaner. We had an Invasion Search. That's been a bread and butter for both of these teams. 6-star Search and Destroy, I think will be important moving forward. And then Karachi Control. We don't see a lot of Karachi Control anymore. Usually between the top 4 teams. And that is maybe New York trying to switch it up. You see High Rise Control comes in with the Veto for FaZe. They're down to play both.
So fledgling career.
Yeah, 9-6, 9-4. They put it a ton. Have to be New York and Karachi. Oh, I was talking about Optic New York. I was talking about this sort of FaZe Ultra matchup.
As we head over towards Invasion Search and Destroy, will be a B hit from Atlanta FaZe, as is customary. Hydra is so aggressive around the outside of the map.
Yeah, we've been seeing this more often, especially like this weekend. If you watch the Carolina series, sort of defensive teams, what they're doing is they're watching these windows and they're watching these crosses. And off this reaction, depending on how many they see, they're just kind of going really, really quickly. Like there was one round where we saw Fellow inside of like bus stop. They're just taking a ton of space away.
As is customary, so aggressive around the outside of the map. Round number 1, Celium gets dealt with. And there's advantage Subliners already.
Yep, Hydra and Skies working together. Skies was the escort, and well, you just send in the feed.
And that's just as time goes on. Teams have different defaults. Teams have different, like the way the meta is playing out. You'll probably just see more teams do slower Bs to where they'll just come out quickly, maybe play one laundry again, play one back gas. It'll take 10 seconds off, but it's sort of, hey, because really what you're doing is you normally do that like the first 3 months of a game. So what did defenses start to do? They didn't really play aggressive up towards A. They were playing maybe a little bit cafe. Now it's sort of, hey, we don't need to do this anymore. And then defenses start to catch on like, I think I can just hit this A street. So we'll see what starts to happen on Invasion.
Everybody watching the cross, and right now there are no routes for Atlanta FaZe to escape.
All the best, FaZe. Very, very tough situation to be in here. Find one pick, maybe you can rotate something, but just look at that. I mean, they've just let... It's just wide open for Draza to find one. He will, of course, get traded.
Pretty yellow, messy.
Communication there from Subliners. I don't think it'll matter a great deal unless Simp can do Simp.
Nice little first blood. Nice little attack there.
A similar story in like B2 or at the start of the year. A little bit slow.
So you kind of see what New York's doing. They're keeping Skies A street. The other 3 are just going to go B. So Skies is making sure there's no shenanigans.
But never
he could get double chowed.
The end of the year, again,
this is the one risk still. He doesn't have help.
Definitely looking to hit that form is Subliners. Maybe looking to get the first blood. Atlanta FaZe triple stacked over towards A, and Skies not ready for all 3.
That happened.
He's going to fall. Man advantage Atlanta.
A lot of nades headed over towards the B street as well. I'm not 100% sure if it was from Draza with the way that it came in, but that's where New York Subliners got back down. And did Kismet just get a bit of time? And either way, FaZe will.
So both defenses just really doing what we just talked about, finding sort of the weak side.
Just a little bit. Do they know that this presence from Subliners is here?
Sun's forced in one direction. Sib is making contact. The play is going to be over towards B. A BZ watching the cross, has eyes on Juan. Draza plays on him.
You're hoping he gets one.
Kill Kismet with the rival 9 there to drop him. Got ourselves a 3v3.
Sib trying to stay
alive.
All right,
they stay active.
One better, not quite.
React to the other side of the map.
We'll find him. That bomb will now go down. No,
where was Sib prior to that? Did he get spotted? So he's just sort of cafe.
In one direction. Sib is making contact. The play is going to be over towards B. A BZ watching the cross, has eyes on Juan. Draza plays on him.
So he starts shooting.
Can't get the kill. Kismet with.
Honestly, at this point, Sim needs to waste as much time as possible. So I don't know if that's just rewrapping this, if he's afraid he's going to get caught through cafe, whatever it is. As soon as this happens, like his goal, I guess this just happened. His goal should be waste time. So if he can wrap back through, mannequin, go all the way back blue, whatever it is. But instead he gets caught here. We'll see how this plays out, though. It's still a 2v3 with bomb down.
Simp trying to stay alive. Oh, could he go one better? Not quite. Simp. We'll find him. That bomb will now go down. No utility here for the side of Atlanta FaZe to try and break this one open, but they do have the numbers. Kismet is going to be on his own momentarily down the B street. You can see the flanks now being watched by Hydra. Watch him from the spawn side. Sees nothing.
What's Hydra going to do here?
Now Hydra's getting no information. Neither is Kismet. There's the info though. Sees them pushing through dark, and now Hydra can send himself back over. Kismet in aggressive position. Hydra's
when Hydra's there, they kind of know it's not the two-man setup.
Can't find anything. Hydra now going to try and watch him on the way over, but Rival 9 be damned at this range. These ARs just going to be too accurate. Atlanta FaZe, brilliant retake. They find the right.
So as soon as this info is given up,
from the spawn side, sees nothing.
Right, because your typical setup here is sort of like this corner and tractor, or maybe even here with an AR. As soon as this is found out, FaZe know, all right, we have like a 3v1 on this guy. Like, we just have to yo. Okay, so here's your sort of what I was talking about. You're going to have Simp this time play all the way back A. Just kind of lurk. Maybe try not to show. But already some adjustments being made for both teams.
2-2 split. Not so much aggression coming out from Hydra after the last time. Lightning sometimes does strike twice when we're talking about that guy, but he'll maybe save it for a later round. Acting at the moment, but Subliner set up well.
You can see on the minimap, Simp number 3, he's playing over towards showers. Like, Hydra has now conditioned them to be very cautious about the aggression on the flank. So you don't have to flank anymore. You force Atlanta FaZe to respond, and they're going to be a man down on this approach to B. Kismet has the intel, but the drop might be on him. One shot over by Pillars, can't get the kill. Draws it too quick with it. Able to cover his
and then watch 3. Simp gets up.
Sim on the way. There you go. And he was waiting all that time for the flank to come in. When he's the one flanking, Hydra spins around.
NYSL should have won this match. I'm not sure. I haven't watched it, so this is my first time watching it.
His presence close, but that bomb's going to go down, and this now becomes very, very difficult. Does have himself a Semtex, but whether or not that's going to be able to help him out too much. Shots into Selima. Good. The nade will not land. Trophy systems there. Has to find a ridiculous
jump
gunfight
shots
for this round to fall his way. Not going to happen. Atlanta FaZe.
We talked about the conditioning. Worried about the flanks.
I thought maybe at first they saw him cross. Because when he starts to work up here, it looks like 6 moves. I think Skies just tries to find the timing. Yeah. I thought maybe Hydra saw him, but didn't.
So big plays being exchanged, and now BZ leading the charge, hunting for his first blood.
He was obviously gained. Almost killed his own teammate. He's killing everybody by the looks of things.
Quick round in Cafe.
All of a sudden, the round explodes. Celium now. Put it up by the grenade, or he probably would have found the kill.
And Draza died B Street, so that's awful. How did Draza die? He had naded? Oh, yeah, gunned. Sid gunned him. Wow.
Over towards this one. One will be down. Celium in a 1v3.
Yeah, and again, we talk about the diabolical setup. I mean, they're not even going for it. I don't know if you want to play for the kill. Positioning a crew absurd, get any better than that. And any is Ravage or Ace.
Or them over towards A, if anything.
All right, Sim staying towards A side.
Nearly cleanly wiped them. Look at this aggression coming through though from Subliners. Well pushed up towards B.
Again, that A aggression, it just slows down the attack for 10 to 15 seconds to make there's no risk. So what that allows you to do is just show some different setups. That means you play up the B street. Because a lot of the times when the offensive teams are just flying out B side, they're trying to get nades. They're trying to make sure you can get broken control or not get to broken control. But once you're showing that and you get this sort of A cross or A aggression, that slows down the attack. So gives you a little bit more room to work with.
Down low, not gonna be the case. So Kismet still in a good spot. Him and Hydra working together. Hydra able to get the first blood. Does get traded. Kismet sending for the trade.
We'll be ready for the second. Dude, Kismet's had some tough fights here. That's unlucky. Freaking pillars and smokes.
Smoking out of it. Hurts his teammate from Hydra. Celium on his way over now. The rest of the team alive and kicking for FaZe, but they can transfer whichever way they want here. Skies will have eyes on, so they know exactly where FaZe are. They've seen at least 2 of them there. Look at the pressure coming in here from B Street is 2. Well positioned by the Subliners now. FaZe running out of time.
Yeah, but Invasion baits you, dude. It baits you when they're over-rotating. Big first kill, though.
Kismet will find Draza. They've had a lot of success over towards this site, but they need to get this bomb down. It's going to be well if Sim's dead. Shots coming in from Skies. That will be the round, my word.
Subliner so far taking it to him. Nice 3-2 lead. Definitely want to make sure you pick up the bomb at some point, but they might just be running.
Am I getting double teamed later today? Oh, by the gargoyles? Yeah.
You go for it again. We're able to catch anybody off guard inside the hotel, but they have control of it. Time to practice. Coming up from the Subliners, though. No problem for FaZe. They're back on up. No need to get aggressive. You lost out last time. Why give them the opportunity? This is fast. They managed to move under the side. The smoke will go down now from Hydra. Who will just start to move. He gets
try to make a smoke play.
Bomb not there to get planted either. So
yes!
way over towards TBD. Sim surviving with 2 HP, gets out as well, but for how long? Pressure coming in from the middle. He finds one and just dipping and diving where they need to. It's now 4.
Nice reposition.
This is just so mixy. Still though, 4 versus 2, and Sim's on the pinch. So New York Subliners gonna end up in the blender, or Kismet's gone you. The MCW to the rival 9, and now a 1v2 potential. Eyes on the cross.
Hold up now, Sonny boy.
Bed. Top 5 play. We're on our way. Kismet can't get it done. And a hell of a
I think he lost aim assist on the pillars again, right?
A little bit of extra love, but just saucy coming out.
Certainly felt that way.
Down the top 5 players.
Don't take the Lord's name in vain when you're talking about self. Man reads the Bible.
Kismet now inside of hotel, sending an 8 and 3. So it did go on to lose that round, but FaZe had to clutch up. Stallion with some clean shots, had to go for the, well, did he have to go for the child? Who knows? But irrelevant of that. Into the next round. Hydra holding an acute angle is there as well. Nades out, will force him
Much
away.
more standard offense here. Standard round really on both sides.
Well, off angle by Hydra. Look at the lineup. Door opens.
Mope.
Gotta get these. Hydra's gonna be a guarantee. Feel like for elite.
Hell, that is hell.
The smoke can't get it
Good
done.
nade though by Kiz.
The Overseer at least gets the nade trade, and now interesting timing. Glasses maybe need to be adjusted. 3v2 for Atlanta FaZe.
Sally, I'm not expecting 2 down the B street.
Yeah, that's interesting by Cell. Normally he's a very patient player in this sort of these scenarios, but maybe he thinks after the first one like he's clear.
Adjusted 3v2 for Atlanta FaZe.
He hits this kill and then it looks like normally when he gets behind this car, you can see he's shot. Usually he's very good at buying time. It almost looks like he was trying to call the rotate, but then he dies. But usually he's just very good at not getting caught.
Sally, I'm not expecting 2 down the B street. They didn't get the bomb down in that period either. Did he see Draza? Yes, he did. Sib gets the
Skies
hell
got
out
caught.
of BC finds Skies.
Skies is taking a chance there. They think they're rapping there. They're just a little slow. Sometimes Invasion, man.
You can already see Draza ready and waiting, but
It like, I think defense is over-rotate sometimes. You could rotate bombs much faster than what it seems like in-game.
So they get aggressive, they play for the kill, they get the round.
Like, Skies is just thinking here. I saw, so Sib gets this info. As soon as Sib gets info here, he's thinking they're both here. That's it. So Skies is just literally sprinting, and Abeezy's just like, I'm not going to do anything. It's a really good play by Abeezy. But they're playing off the info.
Period either. Did he see Draza? Yes, he did. Sib gets the hell out of dodge.
So 3-2 lead for New York Subliners. How the tables turn.
All right, there's that cross.
Good trigger discipline. Abeezy got eyes on 3.
Info's there.
Dude, these fights are so difficult, man.
My God, Draza can find one.
They look like hell.
Is that to pick up the pieces? It's a 3v2 now in favor of Subliners. Is that going to change? Not quite. Abeezy.
They have to go get Skies. They have to get Skies quick.
And the Skies are absurd. This is the
Either have to ignore him or go get him.
Seen this weekend so far. Incredible from both these two teams. Bomb is down though.
This is you see what these red arrows are doing.
You don't usually lose these.
This is what they need to do. This is what like Sib had to do in that one round. He's just wasting time, and he gets a kill. I mean, you can't ask for better.
Salim's there to find one. He will have to back on down. It's a 1v2.
Yeah, and there's just nothing you can do. 20 seconds left on the clock. You're just gonna slide into death. Someone on Subliners as well. Like in guns starting off with just like P, and it takes
pressure in on the defensive side.
This is fast. Hydra wasn't even ready for this.
From Subliners, but look at Atlanta FaZe now. You got aggressive. Hydra is here to answer the call, but does he have much information? FaZe have backed out.
Kismet's trying to get maybe aggressive.
Ships in the night.
Again, they could easily just rotate off of this.
But still, a lot of pressure being put down.
Yeah, wall bangs.
Is able to get that one cleaned up via Skies, and all of a sudden, it's 4v3 for Subliners.
Yeah, Sky's able to do that. By the
Oh,
way,
and Draws gets headshotted. That's probably a 4 bullet. And he gets, oh, actually, it's a rival. Wow. I think it's a good. I know how this series ends, but so far,
the first go around, but
Kiz is really playing well.
Sort of a tailor-made strat, maybe worth attempting again.
Kismet having a peek inside of hotel. Subliners in the ascendancy now. Abeezy tagged up. Will get the hell out of dodge. Stun maybe not the best at the KD's looking nice. 13 and
Stun not the best. Really.
get the hell out of dodge.
Behind this wall.
Stun maybe
Oh,
not the
Call of
best
Duty.
at the KD's looking nice. 13 and 4 from Kismet. Having a hell of a game. Just have to clear this out though. You see Abeezy. You gotta make sure you dot your I's and cross your T's. Then boy could be anywhere.
Yeah, and you had Subliners, by the way, off the rip, like double stacking over toward Showers as well. So they're playing with interesting ideas, but a full map spread for Atlanta. No one has crossed the 50-yard line, and Kismet put the bomb down. He's ready to make a move.
Jaza will find Sib over towards the B side, but that will not give FaZe any information. It's exactly where Subliners are. Smoke out onto the site. You go Hydra in the smoke, not going to be able to find it. Round 11 beckons.
Yeah, Sib gets blooded. Kind of just forces their hand. They kind of just have to yo.
Impressive if we can do this one as well.
He's just thinking about the cruise here.
Abizi's really good in that spot too with the MCW. He's gotten caught a couple of times throughout the map there, but normally. All right, we had around 11. Maybe they're counting kills.
So shout out to Kismet just for having an absurd KD by the defense for the round 11.
Over towards B he goes. Information gained from Draza. It's going out, so that's wastage from New York Subliners. All to the advantage of FaZe so far.
And Skies and Sim might have a square up down A Street as well. Yeah, it's going to be it. This is from the round before. Skies 2 active. Simp ready for the kill. There's your first blood.
Yeah, this is what I talked about in round 1.
From Simp.
Simp just lurking. He's very strong in these roles. Testing patience. Skies goes for a risky play.
Kills away from that cruise missile. Bear that in mind if he's able to open his account in round number 11. Gunfight's gonna come through, not quite. Back down.
He's trying to gamble, New York does.
Roll that they had the first blood. They don't really have a read on where everybody is right now.
Yeah,
that this is a B hit.
Didn't actually spot him, so a couple players able to sneak through. It doesn't win the gunfight, but the man that got to DVD able to give you at least
don't know where Sib is. Now they do. He's shot.
Sib making plays, trying to keep him off bomb, but Cell goes hunting Sib. Last man.
It's a crazy little risk on around 11 on Skies. I won't lie, but the way it is. That's the way it is. All right, Karachi Control. I'm nice. I'm excited for that one. Okay, one sec, chat. My dog went upstairs. Gotta let him out real quick. I'll be right back. BRB. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. 5-1 for FaZe, but not a lot of reps. 2-5 for New York.
These guys have been insane. I know we're sort of been expecting Subliners. If they can kick it up and make it competitive, that's what we're looking for. And so far, they've delivered. Been a great series of Call of Duty. Control will be an ultimate test maker, and Draza, hell of a first blood to get on Kismet. Nice way to start the Karachi Control.
Hasn't necessarily had the series that we maybe advertised, Draza, but let's see if we can get things up and running here. 2 spree to already start off the Control. A little bit of pressure coming in from Subliners. Kills did come through from FaZe though to slow this down and kill it dead in the water. Stallion. Shots into Hydra. FaZe come out with this one swinging.
This is their defense masterclass potentially on display. They haven't gotten like the true spawn trap just yet, but New York Subliners
will be there now.
Not too much room to breathe, and you see that stun doesn't connect on a BZ, so he gets the free kill on Hydra, and well, now you might just.
Weird one. Your weird hit right there.
Welcome to the backside of your spawn in Atlanta FaZe. When they're on point, they're at their very best, and no one is winning gunfights. 26-19 in the kills column. Subliners desperate just to sniff the A zone.
Incredible from FaZe so far.
Might get there now with Simp dying.
He's been chilling the entire round, sitting at 3. No one draws his lined up 2 of them here. Seb might be the next on the chop.
You can definitely see these 4 bullets.
Will be there to find the Kismet though. One last opportunity for Subliners to make.
Draws had a few of them already.
He's lurking. Hydra though very well aware of what's going on here. Next couple of kills, a massive Sib is there for the trade, and is something going to actually happen here for Subliners? The defensive hold has been fantastic.
And they get the kill on the cell, junk side.
Coming through from
that puts the B pressure there. You can already see Hydra's there.
And this is a big moment too, because yeah, there's gonna be pressure at B. You got Sib potentially thinking about a cruise missile, so Atlanta FaZe need to kill him if they want to stop the A zone. But B is gonna be the bigger problem.
I think this is why a lot of the times you don't see a lot of Karachi, because it's sort of one defense mistake, and it could be the round loss.
Has them lined up, can't keep doing the extra. But Skies right now, if Hydra just wants
get him off A though.
To the objective, the capture.
Still have a 5 life advantage. They know there's only 2 at B.
Still having some point. Pressure starting to come in now here for FaZe. Can they manage to find a way through? Yes, they can.
They won the 2v4. Okay.
B locked down. A working on the progress as well.
They're gonna give up B.
Miles away. This was looking a dominant round. It's spun on its head.
And now they're gonna like what, make a mad dash over towards the A zone. Sky should get
all that timing
in this moment.
Still winnable for FaZe, but it's 1 tick.
So Skies in that moment is able to call out 3 different players of Atlanta, and now New York. I mean, they got every single corner of the map under control. Players top 3rd. Sib head on a swivel, can't win the gunfight, and maybe not able to set up for his teammates.
I like that Sib just playing from the point. Feel like if it's only a tick left or you only have A, I feel like you have to play on the point. It's a strong position in itself.
Found a way through. They did get a hold on over towards
Why would FaZe lead this in the series? Well, they're 5-1 on it.
One more tick. It's getting quite difficult when you
and they vetoed high rise, which has definitely been New York's best control. And they've also beaten FaZe on it the last like few times they've played them.
For FaZe
So
after, what was it?
Just because of the
this is New York's pick. They had the choice between this and Invasion. But honestly, nice recovery by FaZe after that good start. So you keep Simp on A and the other 3 are going B. So look at this. With Simp getting on A, number 8, who is top AC, and Sib leaves this spot, and that's kind of what FaZe want. They want him to leave top AC. And Simp gets the kill. Wow. He's gotten 2 kills. I mean, this is a dream come true, is this not? You should 3-stack this if you're Cell, I feel like.
Really having to invest here from Subliners to get a hold of A, whilst everybody from FaZe, from Simp, just walked on through towards Diner.
I think he should 3-stack that, personally.
This down to a big kill from Hydra, though, to potentially find a way through. Kismet from the back alley, draws it there for the hip fire. Continuous pressure coming in here from FaZe. 2 ticks, not quite locked in. Hydra there to try and spoil the party, not gonna happen. Big fight here from Draws it up.
He'd at least get the 2 ticks.
Starting to step it up. Can he step it up at the right time here against Skies, who's just delaying as long as possible and finds the gunfight?
I think that's a mistake. Simp gets 2. You know 2 are off spawn. I don't know. I just think go for it. Like, get the ticks. You know you're going to get, like, choked out, pretty much. Yeah, I feel like NYSL dies. He doesn't get anything off of it. I think that's a bit of a waste.
The gunfight. The clear over towards B, but
that second tick's more important.
Yeah, good night. That was just an absurd sequence there from Jaza. Also for Selly, did not want to play the objective. He's playing for the kills and originally wasn't able to get any. If you triple stack it, honestly, you might be able to get that zone.
Yeah, Chance's thinking what I'm thinking.
Delicate decisions being made around the stacks while the flank rolling through for Kismet and BZ trying to push out and get the extra errant kills. But Jaza, the low man on point, just overwhelmed by the grenades. And again, Kismet sort of the thorn in Atlanta FaZe's side.
So this is a risk it would go with a B-star. You don't even have A yet.
And get some entry kills for his team.
But you do have life advantage. Still have time to work with. You have map control.
Here's the key to unlock this defense.
Or at least some map control.
To set up now. Ticket A, ticket B. The FaZe now. They start to work on this attack. BZ hunting, prowling around. Hydra will find one at the Simp though, so we'll give him some information.
Oh, nice reaction.
Yes, he can't find the second.
Raz is just gonna buy time here.
Raz has now found a way through very much on his own though. Can he defend all by himself? Oh, he might have just got the time.
This is a play already. I mean, he buys them so much room now to get to A.
Has opened the door for FaZe over towards A.
It looks really scary.
Some monster plays right now. Once again, just dragging so much attention his direction. Insane sequences he has been dealing with, and the pressure that he bought might be enough for you to capture the A zone. You see New York Subliners a little too distant. They're going to chalk it up and play for the kills, but Jaws has got the flank under lock and key. So heads up game.
I think the round might be over if Jaws. Let's go back and look at this. That a BC kill once he dies. I mean, you don't have top 3 control. You don't have red control. One's off spawn. You have 28 seconds left. It'd be tough for them to win this round. Like if Draza just dies here, it looks like 6 starts shooting first. It's Skies. He starts shooting first.
Yes, he can't find the second.
But you see what this kind of does. This forces everybody to have to move on over now. Like, 8's got to move off top 3. 5 leaves this position. This opens up red. Like, just does a lot.
Remain patient. Ross has now found a way through very much on his own, though. Can he defend all by himself? He just got the timing on the Hydra. The shots are there.
So it leaves them off a red. So look what happens. 3 who was on the point then, or sorry, 8 who was on the point, then gets pinched. Like, that's just what that play does. It just gives them so much room.
His director kills, but through and through, 1:15 to work with. Get those extra 2 ticks by the good night.
Goodness me. 3 in the blink of an eye. It's 1 round of bullets that just wipes out 3 of FaZe. The killers from Hydra, and that might just cold the round. Forces them back, and now FaZe have got to fight through the fire.
You simply just never know when he's going to do something like that. It is any given moment. Hydra might be able to pop off, and he's continued that into a 4 spree. Atlanta FaZe are in just like the dagger spawn trap, and right now Hydra, this is when he can be at his very best to play for the crew.
Oh, junk control though. You might get close spawns here if you're FaZe. They didn't.
Pressure coming in from FaZe.
It's a little lucky. If you get 4 here, bro, this is like.
They'll do well from here, but they will start to get across. 29 seconds to go. Slow them down. Is Hydra going to get caught here? One player in the middle.
Get to the point though.
On that cruise missile, it will never stop him playing the same way. Pressure coming in. Simp wins the gunfight, and that just might open up things here over towards the B side. To be careful, but Kismet.
Nice re-snap.
Sweeps on up and Sib snaps as well. Some of the gunfights from these guys, honestly, inhumane at times. Ridiculous.
One last go.
It is a last-ditch effort. I don't think Atlanta FaZe is going to be able to make any bit of magic happen. Draza and BZ though kills on the cross. It Draza somehow gives you 2. 5 seconds to get to the zone.
Well, that is a caster curse if I've ever heard it.
Well, 65 HP in Atlanta punch you down. You blink, you miss it, in the round might just be over.
It is over. It's done. I don't think Subliners can get there in time. Oh my goodness me.
So what happens here? I mean, is it just the draws 2? You have a pretty good setup. Where is Draws? Draws is middle. Gets one there.
Now for 5 life.
Then what, just pinches?
Ditch effort. I don't think Atlanta FaZe is gonna be
Yeah, they're not sure if he's top red or mid. So is he at 3? It's 3. So he gets the opener for them to go, and then gets 2 more. It's one guy on the point and one guy bus. That is such a big gunfight. Sheesh, what a life. Dude, spoilers, Tucker.
Draws are very much warming into the series now. 21 and 13. Force He's on. Had a couple of players.
I haven't seen this.
Quite being able to secure it. There's a 5th.
I'm off on Sundays, dude. I'm a family man.
Different situation, but at this moment in time, FaZe have got the right numbers at the top of the screen. 2-0 up.
It's Father's Day. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and support your favorite dad. Thanks for the transition, Tucker. You're the man. Also subscribe and support it, Dad. It's important.
Waiting on him and maybe played it a little bit too patiently. Some good progress here from Subliners over towards A.
All right, Hydra's just been lurking.
Over towards B potentially as well. Hydra's sort of waiting in the wings, maybe to go for a pinch or maybe to go for some progress, but it has
just
been
waiting. Does he want some help? Now they're gonna go.
To be able to secure it. Now Hydra's starting to strike over towards B, and it gives you.
Didn't get done with A though, but you get the close red spawns. You get the close spawns.
He's trying to open up the door. York Subliners pressure on. They are flying towards this B zone.
Is JP in here still? I saw JP was in here earlier. I wonder what triggers these spawns. Just sometimes they happen and sometimes they don't. But as soon as this happens, like it's just.
And it gives you a double.
Because like there were some times last time where I thought FaZe should have had him and they didn't. But as soon as that close red spawn, that junk spawns in, it's 3 dead, 4 dead.
It's gotta be gone.
I don't think that spawn should be a thing.
There and look how close it is on the A side of things. Sib gonna just try and farm off the respawn if he possibly can. The progress
good hyper.
Is gone. A little bit of life here.
I defend A again.
Yeah, and Hydra is that.
And it's one tick, 2 minutes, down 7.
Laser beam sent with Rival 9 towards the end as well. So clean shots in big plays, and now New York Subliners keeping the pressure up. Sib near the A zone. Draza is able to collect it. Draza hasn't gotten traded just yet, and Draza gives you 2. Does enough to get the tags into.
Did we just start defending it?
Draza's been doing such a good job at just giving you a little bit extra. But a minute and 40.
Do you give up B for A? You think A's easier to defend? I wonder. Wonder if that's ever. I'm sure that's been a discussion between teams. But I guess as soon as you do die once, it's probably the same on both. As soon as you die once, you pretty much lose both of these points.
But this one is very much looking like a New York Subliners one. Although maybe you're welcome to the blender if you're Subliners at this stage, because FaZe have found 4 down. Precarious position now. You have to try and get out your spawn. Skies is just gonna break that duck. His man doesn't get across.
B first.
If you've got the MC, dude, that's a tall order for Subliners.
Now you know they're all flooding though.
Not necessarily in the best of positions anymore, and that life deficit that FaZe had found themselves in is only 1 now.
And they're chopping everybody down along the way. You got 1 player again.
Hydra waited.
Enemy lines looking to strike. And 2 good players going at it.
2 for 2.
As well. Hydra and Sib are going to be up over towards red. 9v8 in the kills column, and Hydra continuing to turn Atlanta FaZe's heads.
Oh, busy with spawns.
He's trying to slow them down. Doesn't see anybody in the end. Draws that did shut Hydra down. It's an 8v8. 5 seconds to go for all that time.
Are they going to win because of this Hydra spawn?
They have found absolutely nothing with it. This has been an absolute tear from the side of Atlanta FaZe, finding 3 and 4 down whenever.
They're going to win because of that Hydra spawn, aren't they?
Hydra finds 1 though. Can he be the one to break it open? You would expect it is going to be him, if anyone. Sim on to Sib. 6 and B6. This is so hard for them.
This is unreal. I mean, players just hanging out in the middle of the map. Jaws and Abizi standing on top of each other.
They're going to win because of that Hydra spawn. I think it probably should have happened. You are very far pushed up. So the problem is, watch 2, when Abizi goes, Hydra, I guess, yeah, right here. You're blocking this? Oh, that's tough. That's close. It's very tough. Because as soon as they don't expect this, I don't really know how you would. That's tough. I guess you just kind of have to know that player could spawn here. Because what ends up happening is he gets this kill on the guy top 3. As soon as they lose top 3, it makes this really difficult. Watch, he's going to kill Cell top 3 here. They're pretty much saying, right now the comms for New York are wait for me from Hydra. That's what it is. Wait for Hydra. 100%. Like, they don't know I spawned here. And watch. Okay, I don't know why 6 spawns here as well. I feels like he should have probably spawned back middle. But maybe some squad spawn. As soon as you lose that guy, look, it's just sort of, what do I look at?
Standing on top of each other. It's a mixy moment for Atlanta FaZe, New York Subliners. moment made such a massive difference.
And they managed to find something again. Pull it out of the fire. Skies trying to lock things down. Good shots, Celium. Just a little bit better. Push over towards it. Coming in here from FaZe. Making progress in it.
Yeah, only one trophy nearby, so maybe the nades
Let's put pressure on though.
Out of spawn, but the problem is, you got to get past Celium to get out of your spawn. Roaming this upper area, he has been a complete nuisance. And once again, if you're just looking at the minimap, I mean, Hydra is sort of waiting for any action to happen over towards red, but this is going to be a pretty clean A-zone capture as they're still just trying to get rid of Celium.
He is that linchpin in that position, though. It's just so difficult coming out of your spawn. I mean, draws there as well when he's hitting shots like that, sitting at 31 and 20. And there you go. Celium will just do this all day long. Eventually, they do get rid of him, but they lose a couple of bodies for it. Now the push is starting to come through here from Draza. The shots on the Sib are clean. A little bit of help from his teammates, but Hydra from behind is going to slow this one down. Oh, worst timing possible for Draza.
Wow.
Ban on as well. Oh, Subliners. He's spraying to life when needed.
Well, Hydra was just never cleared.
Hydra's built different, man. He is absolutely built different. Sky's there to get the trades as well. Scattered minimap for the moment. Atlanta FaZe. Maybe guys like Draza are going to worry about the flank, but Hydra there to pick it up, or maybe he's going to find the route. Hydra ends up extending. He's by Coop. The zone is on the opposite side of the map, and granted, New York Subliners have an absolute spawn trap right now, but Draza forced to make the play, trying to buy his team the pressure, because right now Sky's keeping him at bay.
Sib could do with winning this gunfight.
Yeah, this is...
Yeah, reads it really
that was a little
well,
sketchy moment there. You have to close red spawn now. Now it's just pressure.
That was ongoing. Kismet. Oh, he's done so well. Stone out, dips away. Now he's found himself behind two. Oh my god, the plays from...
Yeah, the subs have found multi-kills
but the movement
a couple of times. Every time it looked like the push was getting there. Whether it was Hydra the first time or this time Kismet.
But right now the Bulldogs winning.
That route's on point in this moment. New York Subliners trying to fight, but still, they had the advantage in their previous defensive round, and it collapsed with 5 seconds left on the game clock. So make no mistake, Atlanta FaZe, plenty of time to strike. Kismet gives you one extra, but Atlanta FaZe hunt him down, so no cruise missile. Now trying to regroup and wait for their teammates to come off spawn. Atlanta FaZe has been getting the deep spawn this entire time. It is a hike and a half to get across this map.
Hydra's found 2 more in the middle of
You're getting the close spawns though.
9 in hand. It's just been consistent.
They just haven't had red control. Every time it looked like they were going to get that glimpse, like then there was that the sub went off.
As you just mentioned,
maybe Simp on a pinch.
The final few seconds for FaZe to win it. Subliners starting to tell. Next couple of gunfights are going to be
another multi-kill.
But another 2. Draza's the only one who can answer back. One player over towards the backside. Simp has
Simp is through. Waiting on him.
Do something for his team. Skies has got his eyes forward, but doesn't expect the pressure to start to come through. Just
shout out to the door.
Needs some help. The pressure
And
is
Hydra and
there.
Kid. All right, round 5.
Everybody having their moments on both sides. Has ultimately led us here to that round number 5. Will be an attacking round for FaZe.
Oh my God, yeah, okay.
Yeah, of course. Simp draws out working on something over towards A though. They will find a couple of kills, get a little bit of presence, and into the point they go.
And by the way, Draza might just break the kill record. Just to throw that out there in case we forgot about him in the background making plays the entire time. So 36 kills he started this round with, 37 already, and nice shots from Hydra. MCW, Rival 9 doesn't make a single bit of difference. 2 players from Atlanta FaZe working out of their spawn, and Draza, once again, the guy trying to open the map for his team. Kill number 38 behind enemy lines.
In a good position. You always want somebody up top here. It doesn't see him on his right-hand side, though. A couple of kills now going to fall on through for the side of Subliners.
Good shots into both, but wait, BZ it's the B. Wait, how did he get there?
Good position.
Just right through the mid.
Somebody up top here. It doesn't see him on his right-hand side, though. Snap from Simp is going to keep that pressure on, though.
This just allows, again, FaZe to get through.
Landing as well. Look at this pressure now coming in from Simp from behind them. BZ now just trying to set it up. The shots are good as well. Simp now going to try and find a route from behind. Can't quite, but it does open the door.
Got the cruise, though.
Yeah, Simp
you gonna go for this? Did you have the cruise? You could.
Towards this B zone, not getting decapped because New York Subliners trying to apply the pressure and get back in the mix.
Oh, Sib had one.
Hydra, well, he's got a cruise missile. Sib's gonna call his in and get an extra kill. Now you're on a defense and you got the extra cruise. If I'm Hydra, if they're all towards A, honestly, he can call it in whenever he wants.
Stayed alive around Coop the entire game. It's his first death of the round, I want to say as well. Look at the high top shots coming in as well from Kismet. Can't quite find the second. Draws up for 2, and that will open things up.
43, and he gets them there. They're down 5 though. He's still going 44.
But the live's not looking hot.
And I think if I'm Hydra, I mean, minute 30, maybe you don't want to call in the cruise missile just yet because you got the spawn trap going, but he does have it in the back pocket, and it can be devastating depending on the timing. But
yeah, they're going to use it now.
All 4 players.
They all get through, though.
Besides Simp. Players could be out of position except for
the only good thing is they know they're blocking spawns, I think.
Two players baited out towards the
There's a number 8. There's a sim.
Just yet. By the way, 44 kills for Draza.
Incredible start line, and he's got time to find more, making number 45. He's gonna have to continue to pop off though, because the side of FaZe do not have the lives right now, 13-6, but they do have time.
All right, if you die here, if you're New York, you lose.
This final push, it may well be it now. New record broken. The old one was on the
46.
Things, but that squad seem to be doing the right side of things at the moment. Draza will fall. He will be finding himself back into this one. Selling the BZ combining. It took to the very end.
Oh, Cell child off the hill.
Is it going to happen this time as well? 3 lives.
And this is it. Draza. Final square up, back of the map. All 4 Subliners players here lined up. Sky's there to drop you a BZ. Next player in line slides out. Can't get it done. Simp last man standing. Simp says
They held on.
Subliner
On from 2. Want to get
entire year there.
47. Wow. 8,300. Really good defenses, honestly, because the start were not good. All right, what do we got? Oh, that was like, what? Skid Row. All right, Karachi again.
It's been insane to watch Draza and Selim opening things up. Draza, I mean, he'll just feel like he's loaded straight back in. No problem. Let's kick off where we left it. 2 to find pretty much initially, but this rotation over towards P2. Of course, FaZe spawning on the better side. The Subliners could do with a little bit of time.
Guys, yeah, the roamer of top 3. I mean, he just had, what, maybe 15 minutes of experience on the control, getting to play this position, and he's going to master it as well for the hard point. Certainly better opening break in terms of time, but now look at the pressure.
Oh, Hydra's pinching too.
The scrap time and opportunity to make some plays. Hydra though gets
not the worst thing. The problem is they don't have spawns now. Look at where the red players are spawning.
Fight off the pressure. New York Subliners.
Yeah, nice rotation there. So off this, you can already see Hydra starting to pinch this, and then Kismet's going. They kind of flood these 3 players, but really the key is one player spawns out for FaZe, and then it's a BZ left alone here. And you're going to see Hydra and Kiz respawn up back alley, and they flip FaZe on this side of the map. So really nice push here on this transition to P2.
On the control, getting to play this position.
So here's the pinch by Hydra.
As well for the hard point. Certainly better opening break.
Kismet's just trying to buy time. Great stun. But you see one, Draza spawns out. So they do turn. As soon as Draza spawns, they know there's someone back alley, but it's a little too late. It's a nice little sandwich.
New York Subliners have quartered them in the back of his map and kill them.
Okay, well, it could have been a much cleaner rotation, but then Draza did. Draza's just doing Draza things. But that'll calm it down.
Kismet snapping now as well. Draza lining up the kills, but FaZe not quite able to solidify anything over towards P2.
People were saying that FaZe was like sick, right, or something?
Push run from behind. The route was there. Couldn't quite finish his dinner on that occasion, but
maybe everybody was outside of Draza.
We'll continue to box down some decent times. FaZe now will find a route over. New York Subliners, can you manage to find the kills on the outside? Not looking like it's gonna happen. The shots from Sky's just so crisp once again. FaZe inside the point though, getting some good time.
And you'll take
7 gets through.
The fact that Atlanta FaZe have been able to get anything, gonna be able to cover.
God, I said that on stream last night. Yeah.
And on the rotation, interesting spawns rolling through. I mean, Selim just spawns up over towards New and expected, but maybe not for Kismet. He was playing for a couple rotators, but ended up just spawning behind. So a mixy moment and an important rotation. Atlanta FaZe have the edge, but it's gonna be a couple Subliners players that got to keep it bay.
Beasley had the information there, pushes all the way through Coop, and all of a sudden Kismet is there just to pick up the pieces.
Nice patient by Kiz, and you get a 4 dead.
It's far too easy, if anything. New York Subliners just run through FaZe.
Did a split spawn here.
As mentioned, Beasley just walked past one of the players who'd just been stunned previously. And then Kismet just then walks into the point and finds it. Not to expect from FaZe.
Yeah, Kismet hiding and jump the entire time. I just think they were not expecting the pressure to be that quick. They were thinking it was going to be coming from the Coop side of things, but not just that. Hydra was able to give you 2, so Atlanta FaZe forced in a breaking position once again. Simp makes it to the back.
Simp gets through. They're getting like these 20 seconds at the end. Breaks.
Tags, but you couldn't win the gunfight. And Atlanta FaZe just playing a very difficult game of Call of Duty, but they're making it hard on themselves. Still coming out on top.
Rotation over towards New and coming in just a second. Don't think I'll matter too much in terms of what points are going to go down, but FaZe on going to be there second. Pressure coming in over towards the old hill, not going to matter for much. Hydra now.
Okay, again, the reason you're seeing teams fight late on this side of the map when P4 is over here is really just they know how difficult it is to get hill time here, but it's also about this P5 rotation. They want spawns for P5.
Ran through junk potentially just to flip these spawns, and he's going to get them. So this is typically a hill that you're going to see a lot of white time. Simp wants to take the extra investment, maybe give give away some of it just to get the spawns, but on a hill that can often be
Now Hydra's gonna hit the same route.
Right now, the collection.
Yeah, Hydra hit the same route, and then Sib pushed up.
So you take a route like that, and Subliners might be able to just punish you.
Well, Hydra hit the same thing.
Hydra over towards New. It's going to be huge. 15 seconds. We're up on offer there for the side of New York Subliners. They will not get the ticket. Scrap time kill comes on through for FaZe, and the big kills coming on over towards New here as well. Good job on FaZe. Find themselves only 10 points behind us. So considering how this one's been going, and considering the fact that Hydra is having another big game, can they continue to soak up some time? Really good here. New York Subliners have got a lot of people to pick their way through.
Yeah, this has been a match.
Just slowing them down for 15 seconds. Okay, now they can go.
These guys continuously just battling. Draza doing a nice job on one end to sort of lock down the flank, but his teammates
push to the front throw.
Through the front.
5 for draws.
Subliners getting it done. They just walk straight through red as they're going to take the lead. Another lead exchange in this game. Draza on a 5, desperate for kill number 6.
Oh, nope, he does get it.
Maybe he can. Absurdities. Draza provides again.
Neither team are holding very well. Just both teams doing a really good job breaking.
Between these two squads.
That's why it's been so close.
Well in the lead momentarily, but now it's FaZe soaking up that.
Notice since the new spawn, new game or new update, that spawn's happening, which it should happen. But I've bitched about it enough, I think, through these videos that like when 1 and 4 spawning here, normally where 8 would spawn is like back here. But it seems like this spawn seems to be much more in play, which I think is good. But I haven't really noticed it until this update. You'll see. Yeah, all the way back there. That's what needs to happen. Because normally it would be on the left. And I'd be like, why? Or like randomly in Fountain.
Rotation of hills here on Karachi. Both these two teams just so evenly matched. But it will be FaZe with the lead heading into the second rotation. And Draza here. The cruise missile just wants to get it in. Let's continue this on. Get rid of Kiz and another.
Well, maybe that's the buff. That might be a great show of the buff. Hydra thinks he's safe top.
Let's continue this on. Get rid of Kiz and another. The buff cruise missile working.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden a third on the board as well. Draza.
Hydra probably doesn't need to die there.
2 maps in a row. No, there's no chance, right? Certainly not. But 16 kills is continuing to feast. And in the meantime, Salium 3 and 11. No production coming out of him, but you still got a little bit of lead. Fizz gun starts to get hot. Atlanta FaZe might be in a sweet position, but for the moment, even on
that's a really good re-break by New York after the cruise.
In and try to get to that time, but you're gonna have to fight tooth and nail for it. This is a wonderful 20 seconds to get. That's not scrap time, that's good time. Some others might be able to take the lead on this rotation, but Atlanta FaZe staying active, keeping the pressure on the map. They don't want to give away the scrap for free.
No, they have done. 6 seconds, going to go over towards FaZe and the spawns alongside of it.
It's a really strong setup, though. Okay, BZ's got to get that first, though. Because now that makes that tough. This is pretty much perfection in terms of a P2 rotate. 1 second left. You're getting scrap. You have junk control. They're spawning all the way out deep, like default spawns, like attacking spawns. This is as good as it gets. As soon as a BZ dies, we've seen this a few times. He doesn't get one. Force thinking he's got to get in a red. They get caught, and then there's just immediate pressure.
There for quite some time. BZ ready win advanced position. Kismet comes in. Every time we're in the POV of Kismet, the guys just snap it.
And now they have to flood back alley. Good like rebound kills though by Simp and Draza.
50 seconds to play for here at P2. The first big opportunity for FaZe to establish a good lead.
They've been running like crazy as well, but now just 2 players sort of saving off the pressure. But all those nades landing at Sib's feet, gonna slow you down. But Skies gets
now Cell's got to rotate already.
There's the break you needed on P2. Maybe trying to give you a little bit extra, but he gets traded out as well.
It's so tough.
Spawning on the deep left side of the map.
Well, 6 and 14 out of Cell. I definitely haven't seen that before.
All this time, actually, and try to win the rotation, or maybe again you're gonna have to fight for scrap. Yeah, Atlanta FaZe gonna do everything at once.
They're gonna do both.
And just like the movie, they're trying to win some awards, get the extra bit of scrap time. Atlanta FaZe, they do everything on this map.
This guy's towards the back.
That is a deep pocket.
For New York Subliners to try and find a break. Being patient, taking his time.
Simp at old just their mid finds one.
Some huge kills coming in.
You just gotta wait for Skies though, right? Yeah.
They didn't expect him back here, but you gotta hit the shots. Everybody else does though from Subliners. The break comes in.
Still win though. Still win the break.
Very close. Hydra finds 2. The break comes in for Subliners.
And now this could be Hydra's time to shine. Has 20 kills by the way, leading the lobby as is predicted. And again,
if kids watching middle of the map, you know they're all flooding junk, but really good aids.
No room to breathe, but Skies able to pick up 2 on the cross. Sib gets the next one in.
Probably the best hold we've seen so far out of New York.
For fodder for Sib. four-man push stuffed, and again, a battle for scrap time. Maybe the teammate is not going to help things out, but Subliners, another lead exchange. The game flow for this one is going to be out of control.
10 seconds to go. The scrap time is going to be fought over. You mentioned before we jumped into it, Chance, you said a 250 to 240 feels just right. And the map number 5 could be beckoning as well. If FaZe can still continue to get things going. Find themselves in the slenderest of leads, but guys, everybody's stepping up when needed. Salim's really the only one who
Ben
has
Sim just playing for the right side of the map, try to set up for P5.
Time for that to change. The young kid himself, that's some good shots coming through on a sip. The pressure starting to come in here from FaZe. Can they manage to find the break over towards P4? Some time on off air if they can do.
And this is back to the sort of white time special. We talked about the route, excuse me, that
Yeah, Sib's gonna go. He's gonna have a one-on-one versus Abizi.
So they want to play for the spawns, but Abizi's there to pick it up. Atlanta FaZe is going to be potentially getting this time as well. It trades around the zone. Abizi wins a massive gunfight on the rotation. And now Sim's winning the big gunfights in the hills.
It's not the worst for New York, though. They get this break with 15. So there's some time for them to work up the map.
I think he might have just gotten the cruise missile as well.
I think he might have heard you.
It's not the worst thing.
Absolutely has done. Abizi now starting to tear too.
Where they're going to start their first push from could be a lot worse.
Subliners, but we have a tie game. Heading over now to one.
There's that spawn again, which again, it should
Trying
happen.
to lock this one down. Everybody else keeping an eye on the flanks. That's inevitably coming through, but it's going to have to be the front door for the New York Subliners. They get cut down before they even get there. I see that. Hydra will find one. Sim will not be good for anything, but he will try to just distract, but he cannot.
Sim's got the middle of the map.
Unrelenting once again, but it's a 7-point game. 35 seconds to go here.
Then pad the middle of the map. We're not getting time. We haven't gotten time. Okay, finally.
Not hopping on it just yet. Salim slides on over to begin the collection in a 4-man stack just through the front. Abizi falling from the skies. Him able to give you 2.
You should gamble this. You play for this because you have the cruise as well. You play for the scrap time, so plus Abizi's on a 5er. All right, so the patient worked out.
Too easy.
You also have that. Yeah, you also have that cruise.
Maybe the biggest Atlanta FaZe have had the entire map of Karachi.
Oh, that is maybe what will win them the game. That was such a wonderful hold. Subliners through caution to the win with a big hit that just came through the front door, and they will find 3 kills on the right. The problem is there is cruise missiles to work with. That may well be a 4.
All right, you're gonna wait now.
Subliners, and it may well just be the fact that investment.
Oh, and that's a great first kill.
From the side of FaZe, here it comes from Sim. Cruise missile in that will force them off. What can they do with it? Sim will find one on a Celium in the meantime. He will
Cell probably thinks that top 3's clear. It's a nice little reposition on a Sib to at least find one, but Draza gets through.
Draza gets the kill, does get traded, but you're just looking to keep things active over towards P. When Sib from up the top, well, gets traded, but gets a player out of time, and it is just a slugfest still around this zone. You had Atlanta FaZe on the P1. They fought for 20 seconds to scrap and forced the spawns towards the back, and New York Subliners thinking about squaring up and doing it once again, but they traded away a decent bit of the time, but they do get the kills. Atlanta FaZe is going to be spawning so far away.
Sim's put himself in a position.
It's a really good job to hunt down there.
2, 3, 4 for Atlanta FaZe as we head over towards new P2 now locked in for Subliners. They can win it here. So can FaZe, of course. Kill starting to flow on.
And you have Kismet out here.
They can take this, but not too much of it.
Oh boy. Oh my gosh. That spawn.
Over towards the backside. He finds Sib.
Oh my gosh. I guess because Kiz is out. Oh, that is tough.
1 by 1 from FaZe.
Ouch. I guess because Kismet's here. Oh, did they break off this?
Can take their time here, but not too much of it.
You get 1, and then you get a freebie. Now it's a 2-on-4.
At the back, it was Draza over towards the backside. He finds Sib. All of a sudden, Subliners
Okay, they're still holding.
have a few more problems to deal with, but deal with them they have. 2:20 and rising. They're 25 seconds away here, Chance.
And I don't know if they're going to read the spawns, but it's going to be everybody in the back. Hydra, gun up, ready for it, over the dumpster. Kismet killed. And they're taking routes. It's not all the dumpster. They're trying to go through the mid-cut as well. Atlanta FaZe, this is your last shot.
You gotta go. Subliners about to break 240. The gunfight. Like you just don't see him win often. Draws a fight.
Kismet's spawned so far away.
Coming in from FaZe. Absolute phenomenal plays from
Wait, they gotta rotate though. You're gonna spawn out here? No, you get good spawns. Wait, how did FaZe win this? Okay, Hydra will spawn out. Yep, old hit. 4v3. I mean, what a kill. That, I think New York win that if...
Kismet only gives you 1. Cell shows up in the feed as well, and Atlanta FaZe might do enough to get it done.
5 seconds away. You gotta go now. Just Subliners. You're jumping on for top. It's not gonna happen. A game 5 was a...
I don't know if you overextended. It's a tough one because like you feel like you need.
It's all about the rotation coming in. Subliners out of
I mean, he's got the first shot. He just melts him, dude. It's just straight headies. This is just straight headshots.
It's from Skies.
But you'll see, right? Watch the clock.
It's all about the rotation coming in.
He dies with 4 seconds left. Watch where he spawns. He spawns all the way out here. They know this. They know this. They know it's a 4-on-3. They know. And you try to like, they just know. You're not in like the best setup after that.
One cell shows up in the feed as well. In Atlanta
It's
FaZe
tough.
might do enough to get
I mean, it's just a crazy win by Simp. I mean, not the cleanest Karachi by either side. You can tell by this scoreline, nobody was really holding. I think the best hold was this one, 133. You get up to 167. Side of that. I mean, I guess this P5 was good for FaZe, but it was pretty mixy. Just breaks all the way through. Wow, look at these two teams. Look at these stats. I mean, second in attack, first in attack, 11th and 12th, and then 2 and 2, 1 and 2. So, all right, both teams have been great on attack. Let's see how their defense stands up.
FaZe with a neutral setup on this side of the map, vibing away to the music, but nothing happening over towards B side. They know that. They will back on up. Subliners still plotting their move.
It's the third time they play each other on this map.
On the timing to get an aggressive position just in time to explode. Perfectly coordinated nades. First blood is going to be the bomb down as well. 4v3 advantage, and Subliners not even going for the bomb plant. They're playing for the kills first. They do not want to make any mistakes.
Bomb planter going into action.
Ooh, almost timed that well.
Momentarily. The nades will warn him off and give FaZe time to set themselves up here.
All right, throwing a smoke. They're going to try to work the pinch. You see that smoke. Kiz is like, ah.
You offer them an opening. They will find it. There you go. Kismet will get taken down. 2 players on the flank. Simp and Draza will dip out.
FaZe is 3-0 on this map against New York and 0-2 otherwise. Maybe 2-0 against New York. Just is there only... Oh, they played them. Yeah, 2-2, right? I was thinking, okay.
Will warn him off and give FaZe time. Fact, you offer them an opening. They will find it. There you go. Kismet will get taken down. 2 players on
So
the
that
flank.
smoke, what it does, and we've kind of talked about this, that smoke, initially, it moves Kiz. Kiz, like, wants to help.
Bomb planter going into action is going to make it a 3v3 momentarily.
As soon as Draws throws this, you'll see 7 move.
Time to set themselves up, yeah.
And then on the wrap back, he just gets really bad timing.
You offer them an opening. They will find it. There you
I don't hate it. I just think you probably don't wrap back. Maybe you just stay there, or you play a different angle.
Subliners will find their way out, though. FaZe still plotting.
But it's tough because you don't want to give up top office.
Right game, Hydra reaction time on point, gun simping. One flanker down, you do get traded, but now for Atlanta FaZe, running out of time. Another trade rolling through 1v1 at Celium versus Skies, and Cell's got to defuse the bomb. Surely this doesn't work.
You never know. A lot of presence over towards A. Kismet.
Wow, Kiz is having a series.
Break the record if he can.
What are my thoughts on smoke to this point? I mean, there's only one. I think for search it's necessary. I think on this map it's just happening because of the way the bomb sites are.
Everybody's in around the point. Which way do these fights gonna go? Draws a Celium combining well. Hydra was there and good for 1, but Celium finds another. Skies now in a 1 versus 3.
But yeah, I think they're necessary for sure. That's just sort of that smoke fight, which we were just talking about in chat.
Over the side. Mixes you like, but works out in FaZe's favor this time. Tied up. Rounds back and forth. Nervy game so far.
Wow, nice fight.
That's the reason that he could potentially be.
But FaZe kind of read this mid hit.
Like that, can't quite find the shots under Celium, and all of a sudden Skies is left on his own again.
They kind of play for it.
3 and 1.
They pretty much give up A.
Again,
So it's sort of a give up A, B, and then you get a collapse. First of all, great win, but yeah, you just kind of do the same thing. Funnel them in and pick them apart. So they just take a gamble. Oh yeah, I believe so, Diet.
Again, a lot of pressure coming in over towards A, but Kismet. That's the reason that he could.
I believe the snipers are very, very good.
Firing like that, can't quite find the shots under Celium, and all of a sudden Skies is left on his own again. 3 and 1. Do well to improve that to 6 to find the round here. He falls.
First kill here. That base we're looking 5 and 1 to start this game.
We'll see if like we get a Treyarch title with like out aim assist, sort of like BO4, BO3 style. Maybe they'll come into play again, but I don't know.
It's going to be mixy in the middle of the map. A BZ grenade out. That may well start to coordinate and push
It's
over
done.
towards A. They find a free route through. Save over towards the backside. Nade incoming. Pressure not quite exerted. May as well back up. Subliners want nothing to do with this mixy little site at this moment in time.
Kind of the same thing. It's just how will the smoke play work for New York this time?
Plant spot as well. Eyes on 3.
Kind of the same retake.
It is a flood. Everybody out.
What can he do through the smoke?
Not gonna work out this time.
Subliners find 3. And Celium on a 4 spree. Gonna make it a 5.
He's just gonna play his life.
Now will surely just play for his life here. That bomb is gonna get defused. They are just gonna hold tight. You don't want to give Cell the 6th.
Now, situation.
Do I have a
gonna
preference?
execute it
I mean, I
to
think as a caster, like, you love sniping plays, but I also get it as a former player, just how it's more like the balance of them. Like, I think if you compare it to CS or a Valorant or whatever, they have the economy to balance it. You just don't really have that. Like, it's just a constant. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if there's like a way. It's almost like a streak. Like, can you use it for a round? I don't know the balance. Maybe it's just they're too easy with aim assists. I don't know.
Basically playing TDM right
Kind of the
now.
same defensive star here for FaZe.
Looking for the cruise missile, has a battle potentially against Hydra for it, but primary action towards the middle of the map. Draws in a Beezy. Maybe waiting to see if they can.
Sniper streak would be sick. Yeah, for like comp would be pretty cool.
You just get guns for the first blood.
Delete Straza.
That's a crazy angle, by the way.
To see if they can catch a New York Subliners player slipping through, or maybe you just get guns for the first blood.
Delete Straza. Gives New York Subliners an advantage that I don't think they've had for a while to kick things off when a round does start. Beezy evens the odds though. What's this play now from Subliners? They may well
The Sim spot this? Yeah.
all the way through the spawn. Did they read it? Yes, they did. Beezy was there, but doesn't get cleaned up. Skies, they know exactly where he is, but Sib will find his second kill of the round. Skies has got 0 help, and they hunt him down. 1v2 for Sib.
And ideally, I don't know if they're going to recognize. No, they know they have bomb down. You want to give Sib this kill
I don't,
if possible.
I don't think I like.
Sib, delicate moment here in this 1v2.
I was wondering for a second whether or not he would even try for it, but he is going to go for it. Here we go around the corner. We'll find Sim. We'll dip out. Celium chasing him down. There's number. Going to go
1v2.
I just don't. So they get this first blood.
For the first blood.
So you have this setup, right? So Kismet has middle. Sib can see this cross, so Kismet doesn't get flanked, which is nice. But I think with man advantage, would I rather you just maybe get off this and then just focus on A? Because it's tough. Kiz is having a good series. He just dies here. And then you can see as soon as Kiz dies, they're like...
Gives New York Subliners an advantage that I don't think they've had.
The other part that's tough is like if this is just a double chow, this just feels like an area that gets double chowed often. Now, let's just go to it again. It's easy to critique it when you're watching it. But in another universe, if he wins this, what probably ends up happening is Simp then tries to trade this, Sib catches him, and maybe you get another one. And it's like a 3-on-1, but that doesn't happen.
To kick things off, and now
This kill on
Celium now.
You want to bit off side of the board, but
All right, now you have to sell cruise.
A long way.
What's the plan now for Subliners? When does he call it in? Where can we dip to? We have to play a position where we have to be ready for it. So I'd rather keep a hold of it, I would imagine, for a little bit longer, but we'll figure out what's going to happen.
Simp in kind of his lurk role, kind of what we saw in Invasion.
They're just waiting on any flanks, see if there's any noise on the map, but no tacks being thrown, no nades being thrown, no flanks coming through for Simp to catch. So the action over towards A, and this is bomb down low, a BZ getting aggressive.
Find the pick. Shots coming in. Is Beezy going to think about it? The nade through the left-hand side, not going to connect. The trophy system doing its job. Is there a moment potentially to bring this cruise missile in? Maybe not now. Hydra will find the gunfight on.
I think Draws is just got to maybe wait for BC to repinch, because honestly, what this entire play is around Simp, right? He's working this. And Abizi doesn't overpeak. Draws is just gotta not overpeak here, because like 3 has so much space here. Like you're just buying time. And then what's gonna end up happening as soon as you get some kills this way, arrows are gonna turn. Yeah, see the arrows start to turn.
Do it all on his own. Finds Abizi as well. Celium caught in a bad place, but this will not be red. Oh, was he gonna get bad timing? Not quite. We'll find Skies doable now, but Sib finds
shutting him. Not expect that to be incredibly difficult to clutch the round.
All the bloods.
Every single first is
they're losing. Well, it's tied.
The fact that it's 3-3 is a testament to how well FaZe are playing too, giving things away and then still winning.
Oh, you're all right. B hit finally.
Big pressure coming in from the pool side. There is another first blood for Kismet, and for the side of Subliners.
It just gets caught there. I don't know if you think someone has his pool.
Look at the pressure coming back in here from FaZe, getting a lot of mid-map presence. Are they going to be reading this though?
I mean, this is a great read.
Sky's now starting to put pressure, and he's got the rest of the team here with him. But the double flank from Drazzer and Cell, BZ just staying alive. No, they're working on something, but
neither team really knows what's happening.
That's the problem. Absolutely no information for the players on searching around, floundering around, and this bomb's going down.
Okay, there's the info. I like it.
Yep, Sib lying in wait. The island player for the team. Eventually, one would fall into his lap in a 4v2. Subliners, this is their flow state.
Salim really hasn't had an opportunity to use this cruise missile. I'll find another kill on the Hydra. Next kill's massive. Sib will find it.
This map, he's gotten wide out in the open. And if you get a bomb down in a 4v4 situation, it can be devastating. And they've read the pressure right. A little bit of stack towards the middle of the map and 2 players out towards the pool side. No first blood just
Are we rotating this, or are we setting up Simp again? Let's say we're setting up Simp again.
Sib on the force spray. And here comes the cruise missile. And it's going to force them away. What's he going to be able to find with it? What a great deal by the looks of things. Oh, he will find Hydra on the way in. Well played. Hydra gets taken down.
I think he baits that. It's going towards the mid.
FaZe looking to tie things up. Easy.
7 does get through here. Kids, this could get a little awkward.
Check over the top though. As draws are here for backup.
But Simp's
We'll find one though on the flank. And could things start to work out? Absolutely not, because Simp is
Nice cruise there.
Through and very much playing a style. Cruise missile though. Hydra trying to play with the idea of what side.
This is why I thought this could be a really strong map for FaZe, because I think there's a lot of room for Simp to work with. Reminds me of like a raid when they were so good at it in Cold War. And he just made so many good lurking plays time and time again.
Pretty much immediately. Simp's already firing by the time he jumps around the corner, but he would have got information there, I believe. How many did he see? But they've already wrapped back around, and that's the bomb with Hydra. Not in the position he wants to be. Grenade now going in. Maybe wait for the push to come in. Did it tag him up? Maybe just a little bit. Yeah. 66 HP. We'll have to back on down. FaZe are posturing though.
There's some info with the glass.
In just a second, you would think, but Subliners are the one that have to do something. But into the smoke they go. Hydra isn't going to catch anybody off guard. The fights around the smoke are just so difficult to find, and FaZe now in a position. The sky's in the one for the.
I'm actually surprised FaZe did that. Maybe they're trying to catch them on the bomb, but I mean, you have the man advantage. Just feel like that could also go really wrong, but doesn't. Like they're not on the bomb, but I guess it works.
This man just cranked up.
If you can find the cruise missile, you may as well be writing the obituary. The New York Subliners, the Tiny Terrors playing together. They know if they get this cruise missile, the game should be theirs. Subliners dare not move.
Just playing for a mistake. You got Atlanta FaZe on one shoe, Andy on another.
And this is a risk because someone could easily full flame through vents.
No moving. So much map control over towards B is.
But really what this is, right? And we saw this in the Vegas Optic series we went over. With teams sort of playing around this sort of retake through mid, what offenses now are trying to do is kind of keep them here and then pinch this.
Also, New York Subliners, they can stay
sort of sandwich it.
Setup. They have good positions.
Kids gets one. Nice trade. Yeah, it's a really good play. Looks like another player died during all that.
Left in a 1 versus 3.
Nice creativity out of FaZe there.
Everybody else around him doesn't find anything. It's more kills for Simp and more wins for FaZe. They were tested all the way.
Went down 2-1.
But it's 6-4 on the final. Nail biters and
Simp does double positive. Well, I think what we talked about. I think winning both of searches is probably good for FaZe. They get tested by New York. Again, they'll lose another control to New York though. Lose their first Vista, but they do enough. They do enough for a victory for FaZe. So a nice bounce back for them. And then New York's still trying to find a win versus the top 3. They are so close. It feels like they're getting better. But I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Bye.